It's been a while since School Festival All-Stars was alive, but we are still able to appreciate a lot of things that came from this game. In this case, the SP burst that happened. Of course, we went over my picks, but now it's time to go over your picks. This is what the poll looked like. I had you guys pick your top 5 for each character, and then I got accumulation of results, and I also asked for the top 3 favorites for subunits. Keep in mind, Mia and Nanju were not able to be selected because we did not know what their SP burst would look like. At least that was the case. I actually do know what they look like now, so I will talk about it actually before we go over results, because I figured a lot of you would be interested in what that would look like. So I went online to search for it. I found this Pidge01, and they have a video, so I can get link in the description and show you, but please give them credit for finding this. So this is what Mia looks like. She got the big amps on the side, they're blue and they pulse. We have music notes flying out, and we got a kind of a synthesizer in the background, and of course we have the icon and the signature there. This is the only one I found. There are some I found in our picture, but that's about it. But that's what this looks like. If you're wondering how was this done, they would have to use a modified version of the game using their own private server. I don't really know too much beyond the details, but you can make it so a card can be treated as a festival card. So this stuff was already in the game, they just didn't release it because they didn't have a third festival/party card. So it just kind of never happened, unfortunately, which, you know, really sucks. Anyways, for Mia's, I think it's a nice one. I kind of like the blue colors. I like blue. And yes, she does write music, so I guess it makes sense to have the answer. But that's usually, when I think about those amps, I usually think more rock and roll. And that's not what I fully get the image from her. But the synthesizer kind of makes sense, especially, you know, she is in Rebirth. So I think it's a decent one, but nothing that I'm wowed by. I wouldn't probably put in my top 10, but I think it's a pretty solid one overall. And then we also have Nanju. Of course, we already know what Mia and Nanju's voice lines were, which Mia's is kind of interesting. But for this one I actually kind of like. This would definitely been in my top 10. Maybe even my top 5. I actually really like the animation they have in this, and of course that is the kind of like that flower accessory that kind of spins in the middle, which that I'm pretty sure is on her first outfit for Queendom. So that it looks really nice, and I love the way it just kind of flies in. As well, past that we have a bunch of flowers and just a lot of decorations in the background. So this one I'm not really necessarily going to rank this one, but top 5 probably. Maybe 3rd? But yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. And of course, give credit to the Pidge0 who was able to get these. Anyways, without further ado, let's actually get to the rankings. So here are all the results, and I know it's a little small, so you might have to zoom in or crank up the quality to see it, but this is just the way I can get it to fit on all one screen. But as for the results overall, a lot of them seem to line up. I'm surprised Yoshiko got first. I feel like that's a little bit more due to her popularity, and if you like Yoshiko, you're probably just gonna like her SP burst. That's kind of how it almost feels like. A decent amount of these is a popularity contest. If you like the girl, you're probably gonna like her SP burst, and that kind of reigns true. Emma's not a very popular character, Hano's not a very popular character, and guess what? They are towards the back, even though I don't think they had the worst SP bursts. Yoshiko is one of the most popular characters, and she has a pretty decent SP burst, don't get me wrong, but first, I don't know, I think it would have been cooler if she had a better voice line, maybe something about Yohane. but they did it right. I was a little surprised that Ellie got 27th place. I think that's a little harsh. I don't think that was quite fair, to be honest with you. But beyond that, you know, Yo's had a fantastic one. They did everything right. And I thought maybe that was just me, but I'm glad you guys agreed. I really did like Nozumi's. That was a pretty good one. Setsuna, I like Setsuna, but I don't know if she should have the top 5 for SP Burst. It looks clean. And yeah, it's Setsuna. She's a popular character. I get it. But I don't really know if that was necessarily the best SP Burst out there. But that just kind of almost feels like it, though. Some notable exceptions, I would probably say Kanan. She just has a fantastic SP Burst, but as a character, she's not been popular. I don't know if that's changed more recently, but 6th place is pretty good. But I think that's because people actually valued the nice SP Burst in there. As for the subunits, yeah, Guilty Kiss 1. It's a decent one for Guilty Kiss. It's a more interesting one with the flowers. But in the end, I thought some other SP Bursts were nicer. Diver Diva is the one I felt like really deserved a little bit more appreciation. Quartz, we both agree we like that one. Also, I think that people are a little high on that. I mean, they didn't pick the flowers. And they actually have Asuna show up in there, so I definitely will give it points for that. I wasn't really sure about giving it 3rd though, but hey, at least Asuna can do something well and something right. But Bronzum got last. I can kind of see why. And then Lily White. I kind of like Lily White, but it is kind of simple, so I understand. But yeah, so more or less that will be the results then. Here, of course, are the demographics of the voters for this poll. So if you're curious to see where people belong in the general demographic. And of course, thank you to all the participants who participated in this poll. As you see, their name fly across the screen. So thank you to all you guys for making this possible. And of course, I want to thank again the people who contributed so I can make this kinds of videos with the SP Burst, because I didn't have all of them myself. And here, of course, are some of the comments. I know some of you have asked, oh, why didn't Nanju and Mir get the SP Burst? Or did you know you can actually get them? Yeah, so I actually did search it, and that's why I actually have it here. I had to do a decent amount of searching because it's not very easy to find, but someone did have it, so of course that's why you could see it there. But the reason why I didn't get it is simply because they decided they didn't want to change the way it worked, and it was in the actual system files. They had it ready to go. They just didn't release the 3rd festival party cards, which I felt like it would have been cool if they went out of their way to make sure they got it early, but I guess that's just not how it was. But that was definitely a shame. But anyways, for you guys, I want to know your opinions in the comments below. If yours ranks different from these. And of course, if you want, I guess you can now throw in Mia and Nanju in there. I don't have the highest quality one because I can't do it myself. It's based on what I was able to find. But let me know where that would rank for you guys. I do like the Nanju one, and I think that would have made the cut for me. But anyways, let me know all about that in the comments below. And we thank you guys for watching, and hope to catch you guys in another video soon.